Hello, Sparkly You. I'm standing tonight. I feel as though I've been sitting down all day. I've been adding new pieces to our website, some of which you're going to see in the next vlog. Now, the video that you're about to see is taken from my live Friday night show, so you'll see me chatting along to my wonderful sparklies. Tonight, we're going to be showing you our new summer jewellery. Now, there are some pieces you may recognise from last year and some pieces which are brand new, and I'm so excited to show them all. Let's listen in Chesterfield, and it's Friday night. Woo! Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. It's lovely to have your company on this beautiful Friday evening in May. It's absolutely gorgeous here today in Chesterfield. I'm just tagging one of the sparklies if I can't. Let you know that we're live. There we go. Yeah, hi! Hope you're having a lovely week. It's absolutely gorgeous here in Chesterfield, and it's been very summery, and we keep kind of waiting, don't we, for it to not be summery, but it's stayed. It looks like it's good to stay. So we haven't had the sort of false spring that we were all a bit worried about on Saturday. One of the days earlier in the week, it was a little bit sort of chilly, and I kind of thought, oh, is this it? Is it going to be that's kind of over now and we've got to wait for summer proper? But it hasn't. It's come back with vengeance. It's great. Happy Friday to Georgina. Lovely to have your company tonight. So I thought, since we're in the summer mood, I would preview some of our fabulous summer jewellery. Now, some of the pieces here tonight you'll have seen before, so they were live last summer season, and we've brought them back this season because you loved them so much. Some of them I know that a couple of you couldn't get hold of them. I think if that was you, then I've messaged to let you know. But if not, then they're here tonight. So let's jump straight in. Hi to Ricky, happy Friday. And I'll show you the first piece tonight, then we can catch up with what we've been doing as we go along. So the first piece is a new piece to our collection. It's the Shiva's Eye bracelet, all set in silver with these gorgeous little shells in there with a nice little swirl on each of them. Good evening to Linda. Happy Sparkly Friday. Sparkle time, says Linda. And very, very tactile, this piece. Drapes beautifully over the wrist. Really neutral colour palette. So she's going to go with everything, which is fabulous. Like our contemporary silver collection, you know, because that's really hard working. And this is going to be the same. She's going to go with all of your seashell jewellery. I'm already half considering her because, of course, next week we are going on holiday. So we're off to Carnarvon in Wales with the Cairns next week, who are both Welsh. Both of our Cairns are Welsh. So that's very exciting. So I'm wondering if I should add this to my collection. Let me know what you think. Hello to Laura. Happy Friday. Lovely to have your company tonight. And so you can wear this bracelet either way. So with the Shiva's Eye, the swirl on the front, or on the reverse as a nice, elegant mother of pearl. Laura says, beautiful hair as always. Oh, you're so lovely. Thank you. Yes, I've been to the hairdressers this week because I had a couple of evenings out. So I thought, oh, I'll pop in and see Catherine and Natalie for a blow dry, and then I don't have to do my hair, which I know is exceptionally lazy, but you know, that's how these things go. So that was my little treat to me this week. So I went out on Wednesday night. You know, sort of when you go out and it's a school night, so, so you go out in the week before work. I'm completely confused as to what day it is. Obviously, I've remembered it's the live, so we're fine. But I've spent all day thinking it's Thursday because I went out last night. Adam spent all day thinking it's Saturday because he went out last night, and we just haven't got a clue what day it is between us. Laura says, and Jess, you need the bracelet. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. I think I might need to add her to my collection. Stace says, you look amazing. Oh, thank you. You're so lovely. Thank you very much. And Angela says, good evening, Angela. Lovely to have your company tonight. So either way, this one's at £45. So we can have Shiva's Eye, or we can have Mother of Pearl. Ricky thought it was Thursday too. It's not just me then. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is Thursday and everybody else is wrong. I don't know. So let's fasten that on. You could have that just on her own as she is. She's going to look beautiful. Or you could layer her up. I perhaps wouldn't layer her with the big, I mean, I could layer her with the big blue jump, but I don't think I would, because she's going to sort of compete a little bit too much. So let's take that off and let's just layer her with the silver and we'll see. There, much better. I think I probably, if I was going to wear her, would take the honeycomb. This one, you know how you get pieces that you just wear on repeat? This is the one that I've been wearing on repeat recently. So much. I love this bangle, especially because, do you remember I chose her accidentally because I was putting her into the collection, and as I was labelling the price, she just throws diamonds everywhere because she catches the light. So on every flat surface, she's doing it now on my Mac, you can just see these little diamonds of light, and I just love her. So I've been wearing her as part of a stack, but if we were adding in the Shiva Eye, there, I think just a couple of plain bangles, they'd look lovely, wouldn't they? Angela says, you'll be off out again Monday to see Gary. I will. Yes, I'm going to see Gary Barlow on Monday. Oh, I'm tremendously excited. Tremendously excited. Obviously, Mr. Sparkles is my enduring love forever and ever. That's it. No questions. But Gary Barlow was my first love. So there you go. I'm going to go and see him on Friday. On Friday, here we go again. I'm not seeing him on Friday. Today is Friday. Going to see him on Monday night. So that'll throw me out completely for next week as well. Linda's loving the hammered finish. Thank you. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? The hammered finish. Love that. So there we go. £45 then for the Shiva's Eye bracelet. And that is all in silver. And she's fairly standard. So she's about 7.5 inches. If you want to go a bit longer, she'll easily have an extender put in there. We can do that for you, no problem. And if you need to fasten a bit shorter, she's got the loops right the way through, so you'll be able to fasten on her shortest. And that should take a good, what do you think that is? Good inch, I think that is, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it is. There we go. So you'll be able to take it to about 6.5 inches if you've got a smaller wrist. So there we go. So let's put the hammered bracelet back on, as I'm already confused enough, and I'll start wondering why I'm featuring that as part of the seaside theme. Now, the other pieces I've got to show you, I'm going to break what I never normally do. I'm going to go and get up and just get some ear sticks. So just excuse me for a minute. I'll leave you with the cairns. Oh, I won't even leave you with the cairns because they've got into bed. So Heathcliff and Moriarty both asleep in their beds. Sorry about that. Forgot the ear sticks. There we go. So I can show you the earrings. I was going to tell you something else then. No, I was going to say hello to Leslie. Hello to Leslie, who I know watches but doesn't comment. So happy Friday. I hope you're having a lovely Friday and that you've had a lovely week. Let me show you the seahorse earrings now. Now, seahorses, I think, make for a really romantic present because each morning, now seahorses pair for life, and each morning, to strengthen their bond of love for each other, they do a little dance every morning, and I think that is so sweet. So I think they make a very romantic present. So they're the seahorses. They're a really nice size, these ones, not too big, but they're really eye-catching because they've got all the different colours there in the abalone. Wendy says, just been to hospital. Oh, I hope you're okay, Wendy. Sending love. We'll catch up later. Lovely. Yes, of course. I'll post the whole show here later and over on YouTube as well. So if you want to catch up over there, you can, because I am reliably informed. You can skip through. So if you don't want to watch the whole show, you can just to find a bit. Somebody was telling me the other week that there was a particular piece that they wanted to see, so they skipped through. And I thought, oh, that's a great idea. So I can't remember why I was watching my... I must just say, I don't sit and watch my own videos. Adam makes fun of me for this. I do have to watch them when I'm editing. And I can't think why I was watching it. Oh, it was for I was away from Adorn and somebody asked me for a price of something. I thought, do you know, I can't remember. Oh, but I know, I'll watch my video. So I was doing it as well. I was on YouTube and skipping through. So if you're, and if you're not subscribed on YouTube, by the way, and you would like to be, I would love that because I'm at 299 subscribers. And I know that in YouTube world that is nothing, but for me that's tremendously exciting. So if I had 300 subscribers, I'd be even more thrilled. So if you do want to pop over there and subscribe, I would love that. Thank you very much. Did you know as well that you can request to be notified about the Facebook Live in Messenger? So if you subscribe in Messenger, then Facebook, I think, will automatically, it asks me, would you like to notify your Messenger subscribers? And I thought, I don't know that, I didn't even know that, I didn't even know they existed, that I had Messenger subscribers, I didn't know it was a thing. But yes, I do, you know, if they want to know, I want to know. So apparently, there you go. So you've got the option to subscribe in Messenger. If you're interested as to how, then I can certainly have a look for you and see if I can find out, because I have absolutely no idea how to do that. But I'm sure I can find out if that's what you want to do. £55 these ones. And this one is abalone. And I also have her in mother of pearl. So we've got a gorgeous rainbow mother of pearl. Amanda says, got my days wrong. You as well. So it's not just that. So I would just say, I won't go through it all because I've just been telling everybody, but I've spent all day thinking it's Thursday. Adam spent all day thinking it's Saturday. Ricky also thought it was Thursday. She just commented to let me know. And Amanda said, what day did you think it was, Amanda? Just out of, because, you know, it might be we might be right. You know, it might not be Friday. Who knows? Everybody in the comments thinking, I know it's Friday. Mother of pearl, isn't she sweet? £55, and this is 55 pence then. That would be a bargain, wouldn't it? £55, those ones as well. And then we've got the necklaces to match. Now, these were the ones last year that we just couldn't keep in stock. As soon as I chose some more, you came along and they just disappeared. A lot of them going out online, so a lot of website orders for those, which was lovely, thank you. If you've ordered from me online this week, by the way, all the orders have gone, unless you've ordered in the last half an hour and I haven't seen it, but they've all gone, and thank you for those as well. It's much appreciated, and thank you very much for all of you who have been in to see me this week, and for everybody who's commented and loved things, and it's very lovely to have your support. Ricky looked on her phone. Fantastic, good. So are we right then? Is it Friday? That's all right then. Henny says good evening, Henny. Lovely to have your company. Your hair looks lovely, says Henny. Thank you very much. Dawn says sorry I'm a bit late. Oh, a queen is never late, just sometimes her subjects arrive a little early. Happy Friday. Oh, you're most welcome to be here. I love that you're joining us tonight. Henny's loving the earrings. Thank you. They're gorgeous, aren't they? So these are the seahorses. Ricky says, yes, it is Friday. Good. Oh, that's good then. Good. Well, everybody else seemed to, it's kind of a consensus that it was Friday, wasn't it? So that's all right, but always worth checking. I'm glad you did for my sake. Thank you, Ricky, for humouring me. So there's the mother of pearl seahorse pendant. She's £75, this one. She's really nicely carved on the back. So she sits slightly away from you, which makes her really comfortable to wear. She's got a really sweet little face there. And she's set with mother of pearl. This is all silver. This is textured silver. She's on our super popular dotty chain. She's got a brilliant bail. It's integral, which basically means that it's fastened to the back of the piece rather than having a bail up at the top, which is a little more traditional. So like the one that I'm wearing, my Blue John's got the bail on the top and this one's got the bail behind, and it just gives you some more chain options. You will also be pleased to know, if you've got an Adorn Talk, that she fits on your Adorn Talk. So let me show you. We'll just take her dotty chain off. So what have you been up to this week? Have you been out and about? Have you been at home? Have you been working? I went out on Wednesday night at Elder. There was a book swap evening, which was lovely. It was organised by Alicia at Elder and the Pomegranate Book Club. And you could take your books and take the books that you'd already read and put them on the table in there. And then if you wanted, you could come home with some new ones. And I was very restrained, so that's how she'll sit on the talk. So easily going on there with that nice generous bail. Ricky says, how much are the talks? £75 the talk on her own, like that. We've got the Love Heart ones in at the moment. So they are, let me show you, just without a piece on, just like that. And they roll on, and they're my perfect love, love, love for summer, because you can wear them on their own. There are no kind of clasps or anything like that, and you can swap and change all your pendants onto them, which is lovely. So there she is on our talk. And yeah, so you, and then although it was called Book Swap and Bordeaux, you could have whatever you like to drink, and they've got some lovely, lovely options. So I went with my sister, one of my middle sister, and she treated me to an elderflower spritz, which was lovely. And I'm just going to show you the earrings. And then we had a blackberry mojito, so 2 mocktails. They were lovely, really, really nice. So that's the matching earring as well. And they just sit in your ear like that, looking gorgeous. So that was Wednesday, and that was very, very lovely. And they're thinking of doing that again. If you haven't been into Elder, it's really lovely. It's got a very nice vibe. It's where, if you're from Chesterfield, where Bottle and Time used to be. Same people. So they've opened Bottle and Time over the road, the big Bottle and Time, and then they've kept Elder and they've turned that into a wine bar, and it's really nice. Also got the Seahorse in the abalone. Love this. He's in my personal collection. I keep telling myself that I don't need the mother of pearl, but I mean, I think we all know that it's probably a losing battle. It will only be a matter of time. But again, that really sweet little face. The abalone's gorgeous because we've got those rainbow colours in there. Again, we've got greens, blues, purples, the little onyx eye, which is so sweet, and that integral bail again on the back, really generous. Let's try her on the dotty chain to give you an idea. So Angela's been working, Ollie Mers, footy, and gave your 99th pint of blood. That's exceptional. Well done. Well done. That's quite a week. That is quite a busy week this week. There. Oops, there we are. Let's fasten her on. And she's going on there. So £75 this one. She's presented on the chain, on the super popular dotty chain. And you can have her on an 18-inch chain or a 20-inch chain. She's just going to sit there. She's sitting beautifully. And again, because she's just off your body a little bit, just going on the sleeve, she's really comfortable to wear and really lovely, and she just sits beautifully framed, very, very pretty. Love those colours in there. So last night then I went over with a friend to Sheffield to have mocktails again at Cambridge Street Collective, which was lovely. Why am I taking that off? That's not my chain. Let's put that back on. And we had some food. So if you haven't been, Cambridge Street Collective, it was my first time there. And it's lovely. It's got lots of different choices of food. And there's, that I think, honestly, they're kind of all of the ones that we've got in Chesterfield, because we're really well served food here. But if you are over in Sheffield, it's a really nice place to go. So lots of independent places, Palestinian, Thai, there's an Iranian kitchen, I think, over there as well, and just really lovely. So we went there, and then we went to see Lucy Worsley and her talk on Jane Austen, and it was fab. Really, I mean, she's really engaging anyway. I find her a really engaging speaker. But yeah, it was really, really good. So that was my, whatever night it was last night, Thursday. And that's why I keep thinking that it's Thursday today. These are the frogs. I love these. Look how they just look like they've just jumped and they're just climbing up your ear. That's those ones. Let me show you the close-up. So they are there, little climbing up in the abalone again. Gorgeous. Those ones are at £55. And then I've got the frog pendant to match. And again, this whole collection is just so characterful. Look at his little face. He's so sweet, it's just adorable. And that the abalone in his bag. And he's designed to hang, I'm very sorry, Linda, but he is designed to hang at the side. But I don't know because, you know, he looks like he's climbing. So you might still love him, even though he's not set entirely square. Ricky says, frogs make me shudder. Yes, some people are like that with frogs. Oh, they don't look then, Ricky. I won't show him too closely. But that's how he sits on, look, just to look like he's climbing. My gran is like that, you know. She's got a thing about frogs. She had one in the pond in her garden. And Adam had to go, it escaped. Well, it didn't escape from the pond. It was just doing its thing and kind of having a little hop around the garden. Mr. Sparkles had to go and rescue my gran from the frog. She doesn't like them at all. So it's not just you. But for those of you who do like frogs, then he is £75, I think. Yes, £75, and he is in the abalone, again with those onyx eyes. Look at his little face. And again, that integral bell, so it's just behind his front flipper, so you could easily pop him on your talk if you wanted to. Now, new pieces in this collection. We've got the gorgeous, look at this piece. I just love this shell. It's all stars and wonderfulness. And it's like a flower shell almost. It reminds me of, you know, these sand dollars that you get in the Sahara. And they're almost a little flower shape, aren't they? That's what it reminds me of. Just set with a small piece of silver on the top to set the bail. Fiona says, sorry I'm late. Fiona, do not worry. We are glad to have your company. There's no naughty step. Hello. Happy Friday. Lovely to have your company. Linda says, he does look good. Oh, that's all right then. Don't mind the hanging position. Oh, I'm pleased. That's good. Georgina says, wow, this piece is beautiful, isn't she? Gorgeous. So all the black there as well. Really classic. And then these white and cream pieces just to kind of lift that. Cream is sort of like the mocha mousse colour that we're seeing everywhere this year, because that's the colour of the year. On our larger dotty chain, she just needed something bigger. I tried her on the our dotty, our most popular chain, and she just needed something just that little bit bigger. So there she is on the bigger chain. Should you want to, I think you'd be able to get a snake chain through there. We'll try in a little while. But this is how she is. So she's presented on there. You'd also be able to put her on your talk as well. She is £55, this one. And that's including the chain. That's an 18 or a 20-inch chain. If you want to go longer, then I have got this chain in longer sizes now. And I always forget, don't I? I always say, I've got this chain in longer sizes, and the sizes are, can't remember. So yeah, but I have got, so if you wanted to wear a little bit longer, just so you're over your maxi dress or you're over your blouse or something like that, then we can do that for you. But oh my goodness, isn't she beautiful? She's such a statement piece, and I love her. So she's on a 20 here, but so she would sit there. I think I would wear her on an 18 because I'd want the statement. And again, we were talking about, it's something else that I need to put into Pearls of Wisdom, which I'm working on at the moment. We were chatting the other day about people wearing those sort of bigger pieces when you're just moving into bigger pieces. And when I was younger, I was very much small pieces, little mini, nothing big, nothing bold. And then I gradually, definitely opening a dawn, sort of encouraged me to graduate into those bigger pieces, because we had so many beautiful pieces that I was choosing that I just fell in love with. If you want to start wearing pieces, Amanda said, I've lost sound and captions. Oh, right, okay, let me just have a little look. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing a dip. Let me know if you've also lost sound, and then I'll be able to have a little look and see if we need a rejig. But I'm not showing anything in the background, so hopefully it's just a blip. Sorry, Amanda, if you lip read, I have to sign now, but I don't know what sorry is. Can't remember. I have to practice. So that is the flowery piece, and that is at £55. Linda's okay. It might just be a blip then. It might just be. Fingers crossed. Sometimes as well, if you join the stream midway, it's a little bit clunky. So you might sort of need to come out and come back in again, which isn't very helpful, I know, but for some reason that worked. Ricky says sound is good. Fiona says I'm okay. Okay, it might have just been a blip then, Amanda. It might just be that you need to jump out and jump in again and see if it kind of syncs up a little bit. That's my very technical way of telling you how to do that. So there we go with that one. £55 then, that one. Gorgeous. And we've got earrings to match. Of course we have earrings at £45. Look at these. They are just gorgeous. A really nice big size again with that beautiful piece of silver at the top. They're nice and light, these ones, so they're very wearable. They're going to be perfect for summer because we're going to have a gorgeous, glorious hot summer, aren't we? It's going to be like this all the way through the year. I'm manifesting it as we speak. It's going to be amazing. There we go. Look, so they're all just going to sit in your ear. There's a nice twinkly little drop. Whilst you're having a look at those, I'm just going to have a little drink. Cheers. Water tonight. It was a quick run. We had a catalogue of things tonight, which I won't bore you with now, but yeah, so they're the earrings. Angela says I'm okay. Oh, that's good then. Perhaps just a little blip. Thank you. There. Oh, gosh. Getting dry. Georgina says, oh, I like those. Aren't they fab? Love them. So, excuse me. £45 earrings, £55 pendant in silver. Love them. Now I'm going to do the next ones a little quickly because they've been in, but they're back in. These are the stunning Nautilus shells. Now, I will tell you and confess that I have got all of these in my collection, but, excuse me, in my defence, they were done bit by bit, so I didn't have them all at the same time. I just had one and then another and then another. I wore these when we went out the other week to see a band, and I just love wearing it. Lots of compliments, which was very lovely, and I love the Nautilus. So this is the black Nautilus shell. We've got the black Nautilus earrings to go with as well. They're back in stock. They're going to be on the website. They should be there tomorrow, because I should just be able to make them live again, because I had to hide them because we completely ran out. £95 the pendant. Linda says, oh, I hope the sun and heat stays. So do I. I've got my fingers crossed. Ricky says, that's stunning. Thank you, Ricky. Gorgeous, these ones, aren't they? So £95 the pendant and £45 the earrings for the Nautilus. So £140 altogether. Then the classic Nautilus, which is the cream. So this is the first one we had, and this is when I saw the designer. Linda says, beautiful, thank you, Linda. And she just had this piece. She was displaying all of her pieces, and she had this piece front and centre, and oh, I just sort of, oh my goodness, I must have that, I must. And then, yeah, I just fell in love with them. So we've kept them in our collection. And from time to time, as you know, we move collections on and we have different things. But these, this is our second or third summer. I think it's only our second summer with them. Anyway, they're here again. So that's the classic with that gorgeous kind of white and cream. Tracy says, am I late again? No, we're just all a little early. I think yet fewer of you are getting notifications now. If you are missing out on the notifications for when I'm going live, You can, if you've the time and if you want the notification, of course, you can go through Facebook and find some posts. If there's posts that you haven't liked, you can give them a love and give them a little heart as a comment or something like that, because then it tells Facebook that you're interested. So Facebook's more likely to show you when I do things. It's also lovely for me, I very much appreciate it, but hopefully it will help you get those notifications as well if you're not getting them. £95 this one, and earrings to match, £45 again. I love those, look at the back. They're fascinating creatures, Nautilus, not unlike ammonites in that they build themselves a bigger part, a bigger chamber. They're a really nice piece to remind you to stay present, because once they've built the next chamber, they seal off the chamber before, and they just constantly keep on moving and moving. Ricky's sending me hearts, thank you. Moving and moving round those ones, and they use a jet propulsion to propel them through the water. So they get propelled like that, and they swim like that. Isn't that amazing? Incredible. And then we've got the clear Nautilus shell. So what actually happened is that I fell in love with the white, the silver Nautilus shell, and then I discovered the transparent, and I thought, oh my goodness, oh, I love that as well. So then I had that, and then I had the black, and I do realise I sound very spoilt. But it was over a long period of time, I will tell you that. So yeah, I couldn't decide, but I'm sure you'll be able to choose one that you love. This is the transparent, so you can see all of the detail of the piece, which I love, and just that gorgeous kind of silvery cream in the middle. Same price, that one, £95 again. Earrings to match on that one as well, and they're the earrings, which I love. I adore them. Adore. And then sticking with the abalone, we've got, again, you'll recognise him maybe from last summer, our abalone dragonfly. Now he is a brooch and a pendant, so he's got a bail for the chain there. So should you want to pop him on a little chain, oops, move my finger, you can do. There's the integral bail, and he's a brooch as well. And if you've followed me for a while, then you'll know that I love things which are also things. It's very Victorian ideal, that, isn't it? That it's kind of a brooch, a pendant, and they used to have hair pieces that were brooches, and you know, bracelets that were I can't think what they would be, but bracelets that were also things as well, and everything was sort of multi-purpose, and it was lovely. And that's what this one reminds me of. So beautiful dragonfly, £75 that one, gorgeous. Again, she'll be back online. Just enough time, yes, to show you. This is the ring that I've been wearing on my thumb. Do you remember a while ago I said I was adding teensy little bits of gold into my collection, and I've been really enjoying wearing that. I've picked out my engagement ring is a blue topaz, and I've picked out the blue topaz in there with an aquamarine in the one on my thumb. So we do have the aquamarine here at Adorn now. So 9-carat gold band, aquamarine and a diamond, £395 that one. Now the one that I have here is a size P for perfect, but I can do these in lots of different sizes. Fiona says he's beautiful. Thank you, Fiona. I do love the dragonfly. Gorgeous shape, isn't he? Linda says, love pieces that earn their keep. Yes, so do I. That's it. Put them to work. Get out there. So we've also got this one with a garnet as well. So that's the garnet. Same price, £395, £395. Garnet and diamond. The diamond in that one is natural. Mr. Sparkles has been pricing all of these up today. So he's done a very good job. This one I've done in rose gold, and I haven't done rose gold for a while, because do you remember it was sort of as these things are, it's trends, isn't it? But it was sort of everywhere, and then everywhere. So rose gold came into, normally what we find is that rose gold or you know, different metals, different colours come into high fashion, and then they kind of come into fashion, And then they go everything. So we had kind of rose gold, and then rose gold jewelry, and rose gold wedding rings, and rose gold engagement rings. And then we had rose gold phones and rose gold shoes. It was rose gold everything. And then it just disappeared. And now we get asked for yellow gold again. So I haven't done anything in rose gold for a while, but somebody came in and was chatting to me about rose gold yesterday. And it just jogged my memory slightly that I'd seen this piece. So I'm just stacking them there, which you can do. The one on the top is the yellow, but this one's the rose. And I just thought, I'm sure I've seen with the designer recently, rose gold with morganite. So the big stone here is very subtle pink alongside that natural diamond. So that's a 9-carat rose gold. So £395 again for that one, 395. And then we've had a lot of requests for emeralds, but not huge emeralds. So I've obliged with this little beauty, and I just love this piece. You know, if you were thinking about having an emerald, but you didn't want sort of a big piece, you just wanted something subtle. If it was an emerald anniversary, or if it's your birthstone, but you wanted something nice and dainty, this is a really nice one. So an emerald in the centre, bezel set so you can see from the side, no claws. Georgina says, look good as a stack. They do, don't they? They're really good to kind of stack up and have a play with. I was looking for the other one then, it's on my thumb. So you could do that again with this one, kind of stack them up. And that little button emerald there in the 9-carat yellow gold, £365, that one, 365, and this one's a size O. And again, in that one, sizes from, I think around a J or a K, up to, I think about an S or similar, something there or thereabouts anyway. So a range of sizes. So if you'd like to know more about that one, then do let me know. They're not online yet, and in all honesty, they won't be until I get back from Miles, because I need to photograph them. They're brand new, they just arrived today. In fact, Mr. Sparkle surprised me, because they arrived and I thought, oh, I'd love to do them on the show tonight, but oh my goodness, we've had so much to do today, in a good way. I'm never ungrateful when we're busy, it's amazing. Yeah, and as we were getting ready, I was prepping for the show tonight, and Mr. Sparkle said, I've done all of the rings, they're all ready to go. He's amazing, isn't he? So, hence I could show them. He's also chosen the ring of the week this week. I said, dealer's choice, Mr. Sparkle's choice tonight. Tell me what ring of the week should be. And he's chosen a beautiful opal with diamond surround and diamond shoulders. She is £2,025. So, just gorgeous one there with that wonderful colour. I just love her. Beautiful. So again, this one 18-carat yellow gold, and that wonderful opal, over half a carat of opal in the centre, and those gorgeous natural accent diamonds around the side as well. Beautiful. Georgina's loving the emerald. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Really nice and dainty, really simple, really lovely colour. There, and that's our ring of the week. And that is our show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, next week, we're here on Monday. Not even going to attempt to give you the date. I think it's the 19th, isn't it, Monday? But we're here on Monday anyway. Well, we're here tomorrow, Saturday. Let's start there. From 10 until 5 as normal. Monday, we're here from 10 until 5. And then we're off on holiday, and we'll be back open on the 29th of May. So any of those kind of May or early June birthdays, come and see me tomorrow or Monday and get those ready to go. We've also, thank you to everybody who's put something on deposit for Christmas. Very organised. It's a nice time of year to do that, because you can split over your, if you wanted something but you don't want it right away, you can come put it in the safe, put your deposit on and pay off in bits, and it's a nice time of year to do that. So if you've already done that, well done you, and thank you very much. So Saturday and Monday to come and see us, and then we're away until the 29th. I do plan on having a little mini live show to show you where we're staying on the Friday when we're in Wales. It will be signal dependent, as all of these things are, because I never know how the signal's going to be. But if I can be here, I absolutely will be. Fiona says, thank you, have a great holiday. Thank you, that's very lovely. Thank you very much. Now, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. Do come and see us if you're passing in Chesterfield, and follow along on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, as you always do, and for which I am very, very grateful. I'm sending lots of love then from Adorn to you. And remember, until next we meet, say it with me, eat, sleep, sparkle, repeat, and I'll see you soon. Bye, see you soon.